Welcome to Lesson 6, Line Symmetry. In this lesson we are going to learn more about symmetry, and we are going to learn specifically how to draw symmetrical shapes. So you can begin by taking a piece of paper and folding it in half like this. Next, on your piece of paper, draw a shape starting on the folded edge of the paper. So now that we've drawn our shape on the piece of paper starting here on the folded edge, we are going to take some scissors and we're going to cut around the outside of the shape like so. Do not cut though along the folded edge. Then when you unfold the piece of paper, you will get your symmetrical image. After cutting out the image that we drew in the previous step, we unfold it, and here we have our symmetrical shape. The dotted line represents the line of symmetry, and that is where the fold happened before the paper was cut. You can use dot paper to draw symmetrical shapes as well. Start by drawing a line of symmetry. Next, draw a shape by connecting the dots. Just make sure your shape connects to the line of symmetry. Once your shape is complete, you will draw an identical symmetrical shape on the other side of the line of symmetry. So here I have two short lines that come down from the line of symmetry. So I will draw their opposites just above the line of symmetry. Just like this. And then I have two lines that go off to the side from those two lines, so I will draw them up above on the opposite side. Just like that. Now from those lines there are two lines that come down, so I will have two lines that go up from those ones as well. And finally, the piece that's left is the long piece at the bottom, which will be up here at the top. And there we have it. That is how you draw a symmetrical shape using dot paper. Let's do one more example together. This time let's make it a little bit more challenging. We are going to have a diagonal line of symmetry. So now I will begin by drawing my original shape before I make its symmetrical counterpart. So here's my original shape. Now to draw the opposite shape on the other side of the line of symmetry. Here's where the tricky part comes in. Because our line of symmetry is not perfectly horizontal or vertical, it's diagonal, the image on the other side is going to look a little bit different. So let's look at this short line to begin with. This short line is actually going to come out over here after we draw it on the opposite side of the line of symmetry. So it will look like this. Next, let's try the long line down here. When it's reflected on the other side of the line of symmetry, it will end up here. Just like this. And the last line that's left is this one here, and it will connect the two lines that we just drew. So here's our final symmetrical image. You can always try this out by folding a piece of paper diagonally across like this, drawing a shape similar to this on the other side, cutting it out and unfolding your shape, and you will notice that this is what the final symmetrical shape will look like. Doing drawings with diagonal lines of symmetry are always a little bit more tricky than horizontal or vertical lines of symmetry. A quick and easy way to make symmetrical shapes is to fold a piece of paper in half. Then draw your shape on one half of the folded paper, touching the fold. After drawing your shape on the folded piece of paper, you simply cut out along the lines, being careful not to cut the fold. And finally, when you unfold the piece of paper, you get a new symmetrical image with the line of symmetry being represented by the fold in the middle. You can also use dot paper to draw your symmetrical shapes. You start by drawing your line of symmetry, then drawing your original shape, and then finally drawing the opposite sides of the shape on the other side of the line of symmetry. And then once you are finished, you get a complete symmetrical object with the line of symmetry right down the middle. You can also do this with diagonal lines of symmetry, but that makes drawing the shapes a lot trickier, so I suggest you do that by using the folded paper method. So please review the lesson if you need to, ask for help from your teacher, and have fun with drawing symmetrical shapes.